Alright friends, welcome back to another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. We are here at the White Tower settlement. It's been a good couple of missions, good couple of showdowns for us. We've had some good success in the last few fights. We're about to have a really important one though, and it is against the Butcher at level 2. So just to touch on a few things, at the end of last mission, the end of the last video, sorry, I didn't spend any equipment or any of my resources and make gear, and I have done that now. So I just wanted to go through some of those things that I made. So the first thing I made was a beacon shield. I actually have, I used my endeavor to make leather, and that allowed me to make a beacon shield. I also followed that up with some more dried acanthus, because I had some acanthus floating around, and I replaced the bandages that I gave away in the last quest, and that was the majority of what I made. I also replaced the bone pickaxe that we damaged in the last hunt as well. So we've still got a fair chunk of resources there. I don't really know what else to spend it on. I potentially could make another beacon shield, which may be the right decision. Let me have a look at that actually, because that might be a worthwhile choice. What do we need? That's right, we need more iron, and I don't have enough iron. Okay, so that's all she wrote on the equipment. We got a lot of survivors that joined the team last mission and last video, and many of those survivors have Saga, which means they've come in with experience 2. I didn't roll for each of those survivors in their age modifiers, their age benefits, so we are actually going to do that right now for all of them. Yeah, so let's start. We're going to start with Luz Therin. So Luz Therin, he's got age 2. He started with a shield specialization at level 3. And his age roll, let me just bring this little bad boy up, is an 18. Wow, at age 1, an 18 is gained 1 permanent accuracy. Can you calm down, Luz Therin, please? My goodness. All right. We also have Davram Bashir. His age roll, a 2 and a 6 is an 8. So that is a fighting art. A random fighting art. So whenever I draw fighting arts, thanks to the romantic settlement principle, we will draw 3. So I have Fated Blow, Heroic, and Lure Epilepsy. We will definitely take Fated Blow. That is quite this ability, I have to say. It's been really awesome having that. Good one, Davram. We also have Fail, who is actually coming out on our hunt with us. So what does Fail get? She gets an 8 and a 6. That is 3 random fighting arts as well. So she is going to get Sword Oath, awesome, Clutch Fighter, and Tumble. Tumble's actually really useful. I can get it another way from the Rolling Stone, Roundstone training. Sword Oath is not much chop unless I have a good sword, and I could go hunting the Gorm and try and get the black sword. That's a tempting one actually, because I do want to fight a level 3 Gorm and pick up a regen suit. Yeah, I think we'll take Sword Oath just on the off chance that that we can get it. Sword Oath. Write the name of any sword gear on your record sheet. It doesn't say you have to own it. So let's write Black Sword. Perfect. Good work, Fail. All right, we have Ilyena. 5 and an 8 is fighting arts. We gain lure epilepsy, heroic, and mammoth hunting. I actually quite like mammoth hunting. Yeah, I think we'll go mammoth hunting. Then we have Masana. A 15 is a random fighting arts. Let's not get those ones again. Let's get propulsion drive, crazed, and orator of death. We'll definitely take propulsion drive there. It's a pretty cool ability. We have also got Samael, who is actually heading out on this quest with us also. 16. Oh my god. Gain 1 permanent accuracy. Wow. And we finally have Semiraj. No, she's got hers already. So that's it. So that's all of the age. That's a good result all round, I think. All right, so let's go through the survivors that are departing on this mission against the Butcher. So this is a gamble. I'm taking some good survivors in, and the reason I'm doing that is I want to win this, but I don't want to risk my best survivors. Unfortunately, I can't take Egwene into the fight, and she's the one who's 1 fight away from a shield mastery. But we're going to take Raven, and the reason we're taking Raven is he gains axe mastery after 3 more levels in axe proficiency. And when you fight the Butcher, he actually gives you monster level axe proficiency. So we can potentially get axe mastery in the next settlement phase if we can use nightmare training. So he's got some insanity, which is good, and we've given him a loadout of leather plus a dried acanthus plus the tempered axe, and he's going to be our main tank. He's going to be bringing evasion 5 into the fight, which is solid. Fail, she just gained sword oath, but she's not going to be able to benefit from that. She's going to be wielding the Gorm suit. I didn't bother with the Zenbato, as I don't want to risk it. He's got a couple of super dense locations and he's only got a very small hit location deck, so I didn't want to risk it. We've just gone for the Vespertine bow and again evasion stacking. She's got a 2 evasion boost, which takes her to evasion 4, so she's solid, as well as the regens. Ignoring serious injuries thanks to the Gormant armor. She has a shield specialization, which means that the round leather shield that she's carrying adds an extra point of armor, which is why she is at 5. Grendale, she's actually taking the beacon shield that we just made, as well as the Hunter's Whip. Now, I'm only gaining 1 evasion from the Flower Knight badge here. I'm not taking the Rawhide Vest evasion because I'd prefer to have Hunter's Whip. On a perfect hit, you discard a mood in play, and the Butcher has some pretty punishing moods. So I want to have that option available to me if we need it. And then finally, Samael, he's wielding a bit of everything else. Again, we've got the Dried Acanthus in case he suffers a wound. The Rib Blade is going to be his preferred attack option, but he's also got the Bone Darts he can just kick around from a while back. So hopefully we can get over the line. I've got a few issues. There's not a lot of insanity on 3 of my characters. So if we have a lot of intimidate actions, we're in trouble. Fail can ignore the intimidate actions thanks to the Gormit mask, but Grendale and Samael, no insanity. So we're going to need to hope for some positive brain trauma rolls there, get some stuff. Cool. So we're going to depart for the butcher now, and I'll bring up the butcher's showdown. The butcher. Oh yeah. Alright, so we get to set up a random terrain card. What do we get? Let's trundle that away. Oh, and I've also forgot I've got to roll Shrine as well. So we get a lava pool. Can I kick the monster into the lava, I wonder? Nope, that's not great. I was hoping for something more beneficial than a lava pool, friends. Oh well, we have to use a lava pool. Alright, so fortunately though, this time we're going first, and we've actually got some capacity to attack this time. So, alright, Shrine, our possible way of getting some insanity, but I'd prefer to get the armor buffs. So let's see what we get. It's a 7. Departing survivors add +1 to all hit locations. Boom, 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 and boom. Great. Okay, so that's the end of the Shrine. So let's set up the butcher's cards, and we have a lot of really great fun activities with this guy. Alright, here's his stupid hit location deck that's going to get shuffled about 8 million times. Cut. Infectious Lunacy, I'll keep these over here because they are required. Then, alright, we have at level 2, Frenzied Berserker, Dreaded Trophies, Fast Target, Frenzied Berserker, Dreaded Trophies, and Infectious Lunacy. Great. So we shuffle his hit location deck at the start of each turn. If a survivor dies, he gains a lot of attack benefits, and he draws 3 AI cards every turn. Fantastic. We have level 3 Butcher. He's punishing. He's so punishing. Oh my god. So these are the A's. We have 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the B's. We have 10 of these. So he's only toughness 12. So wounding shouldn't be a problem. The issue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The issue is he just doesn't have that many hit locations. So every time you're drawing, you're just at a risk of gaining the trap. So, cut. Good. All right. Well, that's all of the butcher's cards set up. Toughness 12, +1 speed, and +1 damage. Great. We've got these stone columns set up, which are usually too far away to actually have any impact on anything that happens. But they exist. I'll just put that one there because I can't reach the other one. So, we get to go first. Let me just make sure that I'm correct when I say that. Survivors are defending their home. They go first. Place the survivors in the blue zone. Fantastic. Alright. We might just tweak this layout a bit. Great. All right, so what's our first turn look like? Who's doing our damage? Who's doing our damage? I think the Vespertine bow is a very safe option. And we'll just use Grendale to block with the beacon shield. Okay, so one. He's also important that he gets a wound. Yep, let's just raw dog it. Let's just go hard. That's us, team. That is us. Bravely defending their homes. Let's do this. Okay, so we go first. So let's start by we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll move forward 1, 2, 3. No, we can't do a guard action, so we'll just actually go here. Actually, let's think about this. Any way I can get insanity? No. We do have a quixotic person here who gains +1 strength token and +1 survival, which is irrelevant. Fine. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. So I think we might set up Grendale to do a block 2 maybe. No, it's not worth it at the moment. We'll just roll some attacks, I think, is our best option. So Vespertine bow on fail. We have bow specialist across the settlement, so we get to reroll misses. She's accuracy 1, so we're hitting on 5. Can reroll that. 3 hits. She does have nothing that helps her versus a perfect hit. So we get Van Braces and the trap very early on. The attacker is doomed. All survivors in the zone of malice gain 1 bleeding token and suffer knockback 5. Perform basic action, target the attacker. Basic action. Does he move 5 still? He does. Only the attacker is doomed, so everyone else can actually use this flow to make a survival action, but we won't for the moment. We'll go to here. He's speed 2, which will go to speed 3, and we're evade accuracy 4+, which goes to 6+. Sorry, 8+. So that's 1 hit. The hit location that she suffers it on is the hands. It does 2 damage, and she takes a bleed. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Not our favourite start, really, was it? Well, let's do Raven at this juncture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to swing with his tempered axe. Hits on 5s. So he gains 1 hit. The Furious Scrag. I do like the Furious Scrag. Do like to see that. He's rolling on anything but ones to wound, and thanks to Axe Specialist, he can re-roll a failed wound attempt. It's a 2, so that is a wound. Well done, Ravin. He didn't roll a perfect hit, so he doesn't gain insanity. We're going to spend our survival to surge while we can, because we can very quickly get frenzied. That's 2 hits, so that's good. Furious Gauntlet, and that's also great. We love that. All survivors in the zone of malice gain a bleeding token and a knockback 5. Perform basic action targeting Raven. Alright, well Raven's also got solid evasion. He's got 5, so it's no hits. Good. I'd like to see less traps if we can manage that. Shuffling. Less traps, please. Was that also knockback 5? I think it was just knockback. I don't think it was knockdown. Okay. We will do Samael. He's going to advance 1, 2, 3, 4 into the rear here. Actually, you know what? I need to make Samael a guy because Samael is not a girl. Come on, Dino. Get your models right. There you go. It's a dude. Samael. And he's going to swing with the rib blade. It is a grand weapon. His accuracy 2. The rib blade normally hits on a 6. And he's in the rear. So we're down to a 3. It's a hit. It's an impervious hit location, but you gain an insanity. We'll surge to swing again in the same spot. It's a hit. It's impervious, we gain 1 insanity. That's just terrible. That is just terrible. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is risky, but we'll do it. We're going to block with the beacon shield. So that's a block 2 for Grendale. So we'll put that up, boom, and then she's going to spend a survival to surge and swing with the Talon Knife. So she hits on 6s, goes to 5s, goes to 4s. No hits. Anything she can do? Yep, I'll just spend a survival. I'll see if she gets her survival back from the surge. She does. We'll spend a surge on the Vespertine bow. And have 1 more shot. She is accuracy 1, so that's 1 hit. Bow specialist, 3 hits. If you trap me, I'm going to be very unhappy. Thank fuck. We've got a super dense, we've got a reflex, and we've got a reflex. We'll definitely do this armored pig shoulder first because there's no risk. She's strength 2. The Vespertine bow is strength 6. So we've got a total of 8, which means we do need to roll a 4 to wound. Oh, that was a 6. It's a 6. Excellent. So that's a wound. Pig shoulder is discarded. This Furious Greaves. That is a miss. He moves, full moves towards the attacker. And finally this one. Come on, fail. It's a wound. And then we roll 1d10. If the result is greater than their courage, they suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. So her courage is 2. It is a 3, so she suffers 2 brain damage. Unfortunately, that is a brain trauma roll, and she rolls a 9, which is an 11. Maniacal Laughter. You are knocked down. Gain -1 speed token. 1d5 insanity. And the priority target. Anytime you suffer brain damage, you gain lunacy tokens. So she's going to gain 2 lunacy tokens. So she only needs 1 more lunacy token before she suffers the frenzy brain trauma. And she's knocked down. Maniacal Laughter. And she's got the priority target. Alright friends, that was a suboptimal first turn. It's the butcher's turn. So we shuffle his hit location deck. We're not going to stand. Oh no, we are going to stand. It's irrelevant. We'll stand her up using Fist and Tooth proficiency. Just in case I want to surge to do a block. So, alright, the first card for Old Mate. We've dropped it on the ground. Good work, Deno. One of your best. It's Lantern Frenzy. It's a mood. Oh no. When Lantern Frenzy comes into play, a random survivor gains the priority target token. It cannot be removed for any reason. While Lantern Frenzy is in play, the Butcher gains 2 movement. Oh. This is a tough one to draw, friends. I don't like this one. And +1 speed. Yuck. Alright, a random survivor. So Raven on 1-2. We'll do it in order on the thing. Raven 1-2, Fail 3-4, Grendale 5-6, Samael 7-8. Of course it would be Raven. Of course. Alright, well Lantern Frenzy is in play. So I can discard that using the Hunter's Whip. And we will definitely be doing that. Attempt to be doing that anyway. Alright, we draw another AI. We have Kick. Guess who gets the kick? It's Raven. It's Raven. Do we want to surge for a block? No, I don't think we do. So he's going to go 1, 2 to here. And then he's going to swing with his speed of now 4 on a 4+, which will now go to a 9+. That's 1 hit. Raven will dodge whilst he can. So we don't suffer knockback 5, and we already have the priority target token and we can't lose it for any reason. So now we have a flow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use the whip from Grendale using a surge. See if she gets a survivor back. She doesn't. Alright, so we need a perfect hit here. In a Lantern 10. Oh, no. Well, unfortunately, it is 1, 2, 3 hits because she's accuracy 1 and she is in the rear. So that's just not great. Shoulder, armored pig shoulder. Oh my god, stop trapping me, Deno. Come on. Oh. It's not going to go well, friends, I don't think, this mission. The Zone of Malice. 1 bleeding token and knockback 5. 1 bleeding token. 1 bleeding token. And 1 bleeding token. Alright, well, Knock back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good in a way. Because it's going to protect Raven a little bit. Alright. It's actually going to protect him a fair bit. So yeah, doing a basic action, we've got 4 speed tokens. Poor Grendale, she's only evasion 3. So he's hitting on 7s. Oh, yes. 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 Alright, now kick happens. The butcher performs a basic action. He's speed 7 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should we have done a surge with Samael? Yep, we'll do a surge with Samael. He's about to lose the ability to do so soon, so he's going to attempt to hit with the rib blade. Oh, come in, spinner. That's a hit. The Furious Vambraces. This is a failure, but he will only fail on a... I'm not even going to say it because you know what's going to happen. Oh, it's good. It's good. That's a devastating attack, so it does 2 wounds. 1. No, sorry, it's not devastating. It's not a Zenbato, it's just deadly. Alright. So that card is discarded. That is the Butcher's first AI card done. I have the Vespertine Bow in range right now, so let's do that. Infinite Kick. Well, we know who he's targeting. We'll use the Vespertine Bow whilst we can. Have some shots. That's 2 hits and a perfect hit on one of them. 2 hits. Don't you fucking trap me again. Oh, awesome. Oh, this is perfect actually. Furious Crown. It's a reflex action. We'll do the Armored Pig Shoulder first because that's a super dense location and there's no other impacts. So that's a wound. And then we will do the reflex on this one. Hopefully we'll wound. We don't wound. Damn. Alright, full move towards the furthest survivor. It's actually one of these two over here. They're further away than old mate. So 7 puts him to here. Hello. So then that is the end of the butcher's. The surge during this flow. So then he will move and attack our friend Raven, and he's then going to draw an AI. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's back here. Draws an AI. This is still his second card. Wild Carve. So we can't get away from the butcher. So we may surge with Raven to do a block. Yep, we'll do that. Surge for a block. And, yep, great. So then he's going to move. And he's going to have a swing. So that is 1 hit on a Lantern 10 because he's -5 evasion or 5 evasion. So that Lantern 10 is blocked. So we do not suffer the bleed after damage. However, we do suffer a bleed token and 1 damage to a random hit location. It is his waist. And we'll actually do a surge in between there with the axe, the tempered axe. That's 1 hit on a 6. Come on. That's a wound. All right. Well, No, I actually can't do that. Oh well, we'll assume that's his actual attack because I surged to block. Derp. Good one, Deno. Good one, Deno. One of your best. I'll just shuffle the hit location deck. So excited about surging. Come on. Come on, Raven. Alright. So yeah, all the wounds are done. That's fine. Okay, so that was his second card because he had Lantern Frenzy, draw a card. Then he had Infinite Kick, draw a card. Now he's got his third card, which is Hack. And again, it is the closest threat in facing twos. That's 2 hits. No. Alright. The 2 hit locations are waist and body. And it's a bleed token. You know, the issue is the bleed. It's got nothing to do with the damage. It's back to our turn. Alright. That Lantern Frenzy is just a disaster. We can clear, if we could have cleared it off before, that would have been massive, but it wasn't to be. I think we need to clear off the bleed tokens on Raven because he's just going to get pounded. So to do that, we need to get Fail next to Raven. So we'll do that. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to surge 1, 2, 3, sorry, 4, 5. Dash, sorry, I should say. She'll dash to there. And she'll use her bandages with her action to clear 2 bleeding tokens off Raven. The whip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to try and dash with Grendale. She doesn't get it back. And then we're going to try and attack with the whip. Come on, whip. We need a perfect hit. We need a Lantern 10. Come on. Come on. Alright, so that gets discarded. So we piss off one of the speed tokens and the 2 movement tokens. That's awesome. That's such a good fucking thing to happen. So, unfortunately, the Lantern Frenzy rule that says it cannot be removed for any reason means he retains the priority target token. Yeah. So we need to keep our tank alive, Raven. Come on, buddy. Come on, mate. All right, now we've got to draw 3 hit locations. Impervious. Oh, I thought it was a trap for a second. Okay, well, that Zone of Death isn't good. Who's this? This is Grendale. She gets an Insanity from the Cleaver. It's +2 toughness to wound this location. The Hunter's Whip is only strength 6 with his strength as well. So we are looking for a his toughness 14, so we're looking for an 8. No wound. And finally the Furious Shoulder. All survivors in the Zone of Death suffer bash and knockback 5. Not great, but we'll 6 and 6 is 12. That is a wound, which is good. And now she's going to suffer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Raven's going to go to there, and she's going to hit that destructible terrain, and she's going to take collision damage. But I think we're okay on that front because, first of all, she would suffer 1 damage to a random hit location. But she has shield specialization. Oh no, you are no longer knocked down. Yep, okay, cool. So she suffers 1 damage to her body. And that is then discarded. It's actually not there, but I put it there, so we're going to have it. Whew. Okay. Well, we've got the Rid Blade But we've also got the bone darts. Maybe we're better off. No, we just, there's no point holding on to survival here, because as soon as we take brain damage, we'll dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As soon as we take brain damage, we lose the ability to attack. So he's just going to swing with the rib blade. That's definitely a hit because he's accuracy 2. It's an impervious cleaver again. Damn. He has surged already. So the last person we've got to act is Raven. And the question is, do we want to risk attacking with him, or should we just block? I think Raven's just going to block. And he'll move up 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will block. Alright, that's the end of our turn. So it's now back to the monster turn, and that means we have all of our survival actions available again. So the monster will go first. Do we want to stand up with Grendale? Yep, I don't see why not. He's not going to attack her, so using Fist and Tooth. Alright, so the AI card is Bite. So that's going to target our good friend Raven. Speed 3, accuracy 9. All miss. Great start. I better shuffle this hit location deck. I'm on the edge of my seat here, friends. On the edge of my seat. Oh my god, this is such a clutch, amazing mission. Okay. Second AI card. Devour Lantern. Unfortunately, Raven is doomed. Alright, if he gets hit here, he is going to lose his lantern. But I do have a survival action. I think I'm going to take that again, just because we don't know when we'll have the option. So we'll just swing with the rib blade again. That's a hit because he's 2 accuracy and he's in the rear. Oh no. So he's strength 4, rib blades 5, so that's 9, so 14. So we need a 5 to wound this. Oh, good wound. Good work, Samael. Geez, do I shoot the Vespertine bow? I think I'll shoot the Vespertine bow while I've got a chance to surge. Re-rolling this one. That's 2 hits. Come on, no trap. Please, no trap. Furious Gauntlet. Oh, Furious Crown. Okay. The Butcher lashes out wildly. All survivors adjacent to the Butcher suffer bash. Devour, failure, intimidate. Awesome. Okay, so this failure reaction is irrelevant because an intimidate action is ignored because the fail has the Gormit mask. No, she doesn't have enough courage because you need to be courage higher than the monster level. Damn. All right. Well, she is wounding on a 4. That's a wound. Oh. And now on this one, it's also a wound. Perfect. Okay, so the all survivors adjacent to the Butcher suffer bash. So that's going to mean that Samael is knocked down. However, Raven has the leather set. He's immune to bash, so he's not knocked down. Full move towards the furthest survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is all during this flow. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, it's not worth risking this Devour Lantern. So Raven's going to do a dash. Go back to here. So he's adjacent to there, and he's out of range of the... actually, you know what? Just in case the Lantern Hunger comes up again. And then we might as well have an attack with the Talon Knife on Grendale. Does she get a survival back? She does. The Talon Knife, it's hitting on 5s. That's a perfect hit. She doesn't have Insanity. So it's 2. But when you hit twice, gain Savage and Deadly, Impervious, and Furious Gut. Oh, this is immense. Alright, this is a huge roll. All survivors gain 1 courage. The Butcher is knocked down on a wound. She's strength 3. The Talon Knife is strength 4. So that's a total of 7. The Butcher is toughness 12. I need a 5. Oh, of course you roll a 1. Of course. You idiot. Oh, that would have been amazing. Oh well, basic action targeting the attacker, Grendale. Miss, and a 5 will also miss. We're good. Alright, so now this Devour Lantern triggers. He's going to move speed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. But he doesn't make his attacks. So we now have his 3rd AI card. Oh no, Lantern Frenzy. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, game? Well, actually, you know what it's done? It's done something that's actually not bad. It's removed a card from the deck. So he's got less wounds. So this is his last card, assuming it's not another one. Hack. Alright, well he's going to move into our friend. He's off screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to knock her down. Alright, this is a speed 4 attack now. Hitting on 9s. We still have our block up from before. We haven't been hit yet. Oh yes, no hits. Alright, well. So if Lantern Frenzy stays in play, how many wounds does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds left. Alright, well he'll stand up. And she'll stand up. What's the bleed situation on Raven? So everyone's already surged, except for Raven. Alright, well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And we're going to take away the bleeding token. That was Egwene, Fail moving and using her bandages. We're then going to move in with Samael. And he'll swing with the rib blade again. It's a 9. It's the trap. Alright, all survivors in the zone of malice gain a bleeding token. Well, I feel better about my choice now. Fail gains a bleeding token. Raven gains a bleeding token. Samael gains a bleeding token. Knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the Butcher pursues with a basic action. So the basic action is now speed 4. Samael is our weakest evasion tank. So he's hitting on 6s. It's 2 hits. Okay. Hit locations are the boots and the waist. Great. 1, 2. 1, 2. Unfortunately, he gains a bleed token. And that's the end of that. The good news is it's brought Grendale into the mix. So let's see if we can get rid of Lantern Hunger again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whip it! Whip it good! Give the dagger whip! Bah, bah, bah. Alright, unfortunately it's 2 hits and no perfects, so Lantern Hunger stays in play. The Furious Breastplate and the Butcher's Mask. Ooh! Let's do the Butcher's Mask. -2 toughness to wound this location. She will be rolling for a 4 to wound. Oh no, sorry, it's if you wound, you suffer -2. Here we go. It's a 1. Failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, it's a suboptimal situation. We could dash. Let's dash. We don't get it back. Let's swing again. We're just going to use the Talon Knife. I just need to do wounds now. 4 is not a hit. Neither is a 3. Got anything can help us out here, bro? Nope. Alright. It's the end of our turn. It's now the Butcher's turn again. So survival actions are back in play. He's definitely targeting. Raven is just going to use his block 1 again. So let's go. First AI card. Kick. We know he's targeting Raven, so let's do this surge with our friends. We haven't suffered a lot of brain damage here, friends, which has kept us in the game. So surge, do we get a survival back? We do. What do we want to attack with? Let's try the whip, because that'll protect if we get a perfect hit. Come on, whip. Come on, whip. 8, 1, and 7. No. No, I need a perfect hit, not 2 hits. Super dense. Furious Bellow. Alright, well Grendale doesn't have a 3 courage, so we'll do the super dense first. 6. Oh, nope. Come on, Hunter's Whip. Come on, mate. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Double 1s, that's fucking bad. Reflex. She suffers 2 brain damage and is knocked down. Samael, he'll surge. Starting to run short of options here. Swing with that rib blade. It's a good, glorious hit. And it is a woundable hit location, which is good. That's a wound, just. 4 and 5, 9, 3 is 12. It's a wound, just. So, that's good. Now he suffers bash and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, unfortunately we couldn't get rid of the movement tokens, so we're now back into this kick action. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which does nothing. Egwene, sorry, fail, has 1 survival. Raven's going to dash to bring it closer to Egwene. Oh, sorry, to fail. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now he's going to do his basic action. He's going to move 1, 2 to there. Best I can do. Yep. Okay, and you can't really see what's going on here, but the butcher's pressing up against the board edge and swinging against our friend. Alright, well, this is the basic action from the kick here. So this is speed 4, hitting on 9s on Raven. No hits. Okay. I don't remember what AI card that was, whether it was our first or our second. I feel like it was our second. I'm just going to stop recording and check. Alright, that was his first AI card. His second AI card is Bite. He swings on Raven. It's again no hits. We now have his third AI card. And it is Devour Lantern. Raven cannot spend survival. Let's see if he's going to lose his lantern. It's no hits. He retains his lantern. Alright. 5 wounds to go. Egwene, how many bleeding? Yep. How many have you got? Sorry, fail. She's going to move 1, 2 to here. She's going to use her bleeding tokens to remove her bleed tokens, and then she's going to surge for her last survival to shoot the Vespertine bow. It's only 1 hit on the first roll. It's 2 hits. No trap. The Butcher's Mask! Oh, okay. It's an Insanity from the Impervious Cleaver. The Butcher's Mask. Wow, okay. Come on, Fail. You can do this. -2 toughness. Oh, no. No. 8 to... No, it's not enough. Oh, no. That would have been so good. Alright, the failure. He moves adjacent there, and she suffers knockback 5. These 2 chaps stand up at the start of the turn. Are we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have some bone darts on Samael. So he might have a throw of those, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he's going to have to dash. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. He'll throw his bone darts. Big roll. Come on, champion. It's a 6. That's a hit. Don't be super dense. It's impervious. Come on. He'll surge for his last survival to throw the bone darts. It's a hit. -2, +3. Toughness to win this location. Alright, it's a 7. We're looking for a 7 to wound. Oh no. We've got some hits through and we just haven't been able to wound with them. There's no ranged here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she'll put up a block. Raven, he's just going adjacent to the Butcher. He can't go to the Honourable in the rear, so Raven's going to swing. He's got 2 survival left, so the Tempered Axe. It's a 7, which is a hit, and a 3, which is a miss. And he hits the Furious Crown. Alright, well, that's a wound. Because he's strength 11. He suffers bash, but that does nothing. And then he full moves towards the nearest, or the furthest survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Samael, did you have tumble? No, you don't. But you do have shield specialization. You are not knocked down thanks to collision with a monster. Alright, well, Grendale will surge with her dagger. This is our last swing this turn. A 6 is a hit, a 4 is a miss, and it's of course the trap. Grendale gets a bleeding token. Samael gets his 4th. Ugh, not great. Knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's actually going to hit Raven. And I need to check what happens when you hit a fellow survivor with collision. I am not 100% sure. Very rarely do I put myself in this position. It's collision. The survivor moves through a survivor. Both survivors collide. Yep, so they just both get knocked down. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to swing with the basic action, targeting Grendale. He gets 2 hits, and those 2 hit locations are the hand and the body. 1, 2, 1, 2. Have a bleed token. That's all of our actions this turn. Raven did 1 wound. We've got 3 wounds, 4 wounds left to go. Okay, well, I think we can do this, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be very tight. So, what's the bleed situation? There's no survival on anyone except for Grendale and Raven. Okay, everyone stands up at the start of this turn. He's going to draw his AI card. It's going to be kick. We're going to swing with Grendale using her dagger, using her survival. Does she get it back? She doesn't. The dagger. Come on, the dagger. It's 1 hit. 1 hit. It's the Furious Scrag. Alright, well. Oh, it's not a wound. Come on. I need those to wound. Okay. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he does a basic action. So the basic action is on Raven. 2 hits, would you believe? 2 hits. Well, he can dodge 1, and I definitely will, because of the bleeding situation. Yep, he'll dodge a hit, and then he's blocked the other one. That was his first AI card. His second AI card is Bite. Oh my god, 2 hits. He can't dodge again. So the target suffers 1 random severe head injury. Well, guess what? Drydocanthus triggers, and he suffers no random severe head injury. So we now have 1 more AI card to draw. And it's Devour Lantern. Damn, he's doomed. Alright, come on Raven, you can do it, mate. Yeah! All missed. All missed. Okay, that's it. That is it. We can do this. Alright, Raven's going to go first. He's going to swing with his tempered axe. Come on, Raven. That's 1 hit. It's a perfect hit, which means he gains an insanity. Thanks to Crazed. It's the Furious Shoulder. Everyone in the zone suffers bash and knockback 5. That's actually not great. It's a hit. It's a wound. Boom. 1 wound. So Samael is knocked down and he goes over here. Raven is going to go 1, 2, 3, 5. He's not knocked down, but unfortunately he's speed 4, and so he can't get back into range. He hasn't moved yet. Oh. Alright, well, Grendale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to attack with the dagger in the rear. in the rear. Does she get her survival back from the dash? She doesn't. Of course she doesn't. The Talon Knife. It's 2 hits because of her accuracy and in the rear. So it gains Savage and Deadly. Don't be the fucking trap. It's not super dense. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. That's amazing. Full move to the furthest survival. Come on, Raven. Come on, son. Finish him off. Alright. We haven't had a lot of luck in terms of wounds here. She's literally wounding on a 5. Oh. It's a wound. And again. Oh. She does one. We've got 1 wound to go. 1 wound to go. She does suffer bash though. Alright, well, he now moves to the further survivor. He is adjacent to Raven. He is right there. Over there on the corner, facing up against poor Raven. I'm going to bring him over so you can see what's going on. Because Raven is ready to roll. He's ready to finish the job. He has a single survivor left to surge. He gets 1 hit with a 5. That's the most perfect result. We didn't want to be drawing 2 cards. It's not the trap. It's not the trap. And I can re-roll if it's a 1 because I have Axe Specialization. Woo! We got Samael on 4 bleeding tokens. We got Grendale on 3. Fail did have her backup Vespertine bow shot there, but she had no survival. So, but we got it done. Ooh. Wow, that is clutch. That's so good. Oh my god. Wow. Lantern Frenzy is just punishing, and I got it off. There's 2 things we're lucky about, right? The first, the roll hit our tank with evasion 5 and lots of armor, and the second thing that we're lucky about is I was able to whip it off once, and it just bought us an extra bit of turn where he wasn't rolling that many dice, so we were just unlucky that it came back, but we've defeated him with Lantern Hunger. So, we keep all of our stuff. Fail did not get a shield wound. Grendale, what have you got for your weapon proficiency? A dagger, you definitely did. Samael, you have not got a shield proficiency. Raven, you did get your axe. So we return and we gain 1 hunt XP. We return and advance the year. So, rewards. Yeah, so Raven's actually going to gain an extra extra level of axe weapon proficiency, thanks to the Butcher. And then we will roll 1d10, and we add the Butcher's level, which is 2, to the roll. So we cannot get a 13 plus, which is great, but all right. What do we get? It's a 9, so that's an 11. That's actually pretty good, I think. 11, Butcher's Cleaver, 1d5 living, 1d5 broken lanterns. Wow, okay, how many lanterns? 2 broken lanterns. It's a piece of iron. And a hunk of living flesh to regrow 1 dismembered limb right now only. And a Butcher's Cleaver. Well, the Butcher's Cleaver is not that good to us now because we've sort of got some effective weapons as it is, but I don't think I've got anyone with a dismembered injury, do I? Survivors. The only one who it would be Cudswain, maybe. No. No. Cool. All right. We keep our resources. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Ah. A new year begins. Oh. I'm still pinging about that. Still pinging about that win. That's a good win. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. He's a good fight, actually. We drew some trap there. We drew some absolute traps. There's two things that made that really, really good. We didn't have many brain damage events. So we didn't have too much. We got to spend all of our survival all the way through. It's often the case where you just get frenzied and you don't get to spend your survival, and it just becomes who can roll the most dice the quickest. And I guarantee you the butcher usually wins that argument. We're on the timeline. We have a few free years before the Kingsman, so we can start making our way, hopefully, to some effective pieces of equipment. Let's do a settlement event, shall we? Let's hope for something positive instead of a murder. A murder's okay. We're okay with a murder. We're prepared for a murder. Haunted. Cool. Survivor with the lowest hunt XP is convinced a powerful presence is nearby. Who's our lowest hunt XP? Chiad. 0. Demandred. 0. I'll just roll from the top down. That's a 10, and I'll roll it back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Demandred is convinced it's haunted. He rolls a 6. Do we have Song of the Brave? Yes. Any returning survivor may join the chorus and gain 1d5 insanity thanks to the disembodied lullaby that is swinging through the settlement. I'm comfortable with that roll. Great work. Raven. 1d5 insanity. 1. Fail. 1d5 insanity. 1. Grendale. 3. And Samael. 1. With aching hearts, any returning survivor may join the chorus and gain 1d5 insanity. Cool. Cool. It feels nice to not have to do Gorm Climate, friends. It feels real nice. Okay, let's go to our settlement. We have 8 endeavours to spend. And we know our first one will always be a innovate, and we definitely kept enough resources, he says, hopefully. White lion. So there's our hide. There's our organ. And there's our bone. Cool. So not many ones that I'm chasing left in here actually. Let's see what we get. Forbidden. Oh, that's perfect. Pedal spiral, scarification, sacrifice. Forbidden dance, easy choice. The only ones that we've got left in here now, friends, that I really want is pottery. I mean, anything that adds to my survival limit, I guess. Storytelling, bed, pottery. They're the main ones I want to get. Yep. Alright. Forbidden Dance. Alright, well that's going to potentially come into play for our survivors this turn. So we don't have too many pieces of equipment we want to make. I think we'll spend an endeavour to scrap smelt because we do have some scrap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see if we can scrap smelt using a person with the +1 CAD Swain scrap smelting. Yep. 3 scrap to add an iron to the storage. 1, 2, 3. We gain ourselves an iron. All right, let's try and get the shield proficiency on Egwene. So we're going to spend 3 endeavours for drums to do bone beats to give her 6 survival. And then we're going to spend 1 endeavour to do nightmare training. So it costs 3 survival, and then she has to roll a dice. So nightmare training, Egwene, 3 survival, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what she rolls. It's a 9. That's exactly what we needed. She does have otherworldly luck. She could turn that into +1. No. Shield mastery. Feels good, man. Feels good. Everyone's got shield mastery. Wow. Alright, well, I guess we'll start looking into Forbidden Dance. We might make some more leather. I think we can save the leather. We've got to decide who we're hunting next. We use the shrine for 1, so we've got the shrine for next turn. Yeah, there's not a lot of things I'm keen on. You know what? Let's use Negredo and see if we can make that. Sorry, the Gorm Chemist. I mean, let's see if we can get the Gormry. Cost us 2 organs and an endeavour. Spend these 2 to try and gain the wisdom potion. I'd really like the wisdom potion. Actually, I've been playing with it for transmute. Spend 2 organs and roll 1d10. Add 1d10 for each innovation in your thing. That's a 5. We gain a random Gorm resource. Archive 1 Gorm Chemist potion to reroll 1 dice result. Well, I'm not using the steadfast potion, so I might as well try and get a 10. Nope. It's a random Gorm resource. Well, could be worse, I suppose. The random Gorm resource we get is a stout heart. Clear eyes, stout hearts can't lose. Alright friends, well, that was our last endeavour. So, this Lantern Year, who do we want to hunt? We're getting very, very late on to go chasing a dung beetle knight, but it may be time. It may be time enough to do some dung beetle hunts right now. Or we go for the Dragon King and try and get those last few points. I think that's probably the safer option. Let's go Dragon King hunting. Well, when I say safer, it's not really safer, but I really want to get the Dragon King armor set. So let's go for a level 2 Dragon King. and that's going to be Ravin to try and get his axe proficiency point. Let's send Egwene and Elaine because they have a lot of courage and that's helpful, and we really want to get the job done. Now, we haven't sent Tam out for a while. He needs to get some XP. Out you go, Tam. That's our team. It's probably our A team, actually. That's who we face next Lantern year. I hope you'll join me then. Big Deno.